Okay.
And it's Mamola?
Yeah,
Mamola and WDAE?
Yes.
Okay.
And I can edit the shit out of it, so if you misspeak, just keep talking through it. Okay?
All right. Branding contest with John Mamola of WDAE in Tampa, Florida. We just wrapped up day one of the Barrett Sports Media Programming Summit. So what's your biggest takeaway with getting all these program directors together in one room to speak for a day?
Well, first of all, this is an outstanding opportunity, for anyone that works in sports programming. I mean, not just PDs, but like producers, hosts, that kind of thing. The networking aspect, alone, but the amount of information was just amazing, just in day one, and all different angles, from programming elements to imaging elements to social media, tendencies and trends and that kind of thing, and then getting into some diversity. I thought the presentation that Jason did about rethinking radio was absolutely brilliant. I mean, that was a great 45 minutes, lots of information in that. But to kind of point out a couple different things, I thought the sales piece that we had with the people from CDW, as well as I believe it's Wintrust, to have them come up on a stage in front of a bunch of rodeo program directors, basically say, well, in our sales meetings, we've never met a program director. Well, that's a little infuriating to me.
Right. So
it's a little upsetting. So that makes me want to get out of the office a little bit more. I mean, I already meet with my sales staff every single day, but still, they never reach out to say, hey, why don't you sit in on a meeting, with potential clients or something. I think having that programming aspect in that room helps close the sale better probably than anything. I mean, yes, you can include talent, but when you got the guy explaining certain things, I think it helps. That's probably the top thing. Is tons of really great stuff on social media and how to utilize that, not only in the good sense, but also trying to avoid it in the bad sense.
Sure.
That was really, really positive. But a lot of great information.
Yeah, social media was a big topic. So was podcasting. How do you guys use podcasting at WDA?
We have a lot of work to do. That's the way.
Also with podcasting, with the numbers in terms of how many people listen to podcasts, how many people listen to a variety of different podcasts, is that something that you look at it as in terms of being a positive thing, that people are listening to a lot of talk radio, or is it something that's slightly concerning that it might be pulling listeners away from terrestrial?
No, I think it's a positive thing. One of the things that we've done at iHeart and DAE specifically down in Tampa, we've built our own podcasting room. And basically, it's utilizing our part-time talent and some of our full-time talent as well to kind of put them in a room and do something you typically don't do on air.
Right.
So, for example, we did have a wrestling podcast for a little bit. We had an MMA podcast for a little bit. We had a high school baseball podcast. Stuff that doesn't generally hit the top four or play the hits kind of stuff on a normal Monday through Friday. But that's one of the things that we're doing at DAE. It hasn't been as successful as I wish it would be, but I think a lot of, especially when it comes to podcasting and when you're talking local radio stations, you got to kind of still know what your audience wants. It's one thing to kind of branch out and try to be a little bit different, like the bigger brands have done. And to their credit, great job. But I think when you're looking also at a local perspective, I think you still need to play those hits. You still need to do stuff that the audience is expecting from you, but at the same time give it a little bit different spin, and maybe do something on on podcasts that you can't do on the air, that kind of thing, and then image it that way. But for me, I think a podcast is only as good as its promotion, and with the limited inventory that we have, especially on the air, that's the biggest challenge. Is I want my guys sharing their voices, developing their voices, but at the same time, when I'm running 18, 19 minutes of spots an hour, where do I fit that, and is it worth it? Am I going to get my return on my investment? And that's the biggest challenge for me.
Okay, great. Thanks for a couple of minutes.